Hi everyone, my name is Martina. I am a certified holistic nutritionist, and in today's video we're going to be talking about salt. There are a lot of voices out there saying that certain types of salt are healthier than the others. So let's cover that from the nutritional and health point of view, how the things really are. In reality, we know only two types of salt: sea salt and rock salt, right? The table salt, which we usually buy in the supermarket, is produced from the rock salt most often, and it's refined and bleached and stripped of all impurities such as dust or sand, but also possibly heavy metals. However, also of the minerals that are present in the rock salt naturally, albeit in the small amount, right? So salt is containing, all types of salt are containing natrium chloride, right? And this incredibly important compound for human health and for human body. We will be really bad off without it. And this table salt, which is industrially processed and bleached and purified, does contain about 99% of natrium chloride, right? So it's kind of nearly 100% this compound. And the 1% is made of iodine and fluoride or fluoride, right, that are being added into the salt, along with anti-caking agents that cause that the salt doesn't clump together, and it does really, the grains remain separated, for lack of a better term, right? Now, these anti-caking agents are usually either from magnesium carbonate or calcium carbonate. And these two compounds are not harmful to human health, right? These are just combination of magnesium and calcium in certain form. And especially the calcium carbonate is responsible for removing the stains from the red wine, right? If we tend to spill the red wine on the tablecloth or on the clothing as such, right? And we put some salt on it, it will remove to some extent the stains, right? And so this is due to calcium carbonate. If the salt doesn't contain this, and it's containing all the magnesium, then the stains and the spots will not remove, right? It will remain on the clothing. So that might be the difference why sometimes the salt does the magic and sometimes it does not, right? So this would be the table salt of 99% natrium chloride. Now, the other types of salts, such as crystal salt, being either white or pink or black, it doesn't really matter on the color, or sea salt in some shape or form, do contain about a 97% of natrium chloride. So the percentage is somewhat lower, and the remaining 3% are various minerals in different combination and in different density or different amount, right? Certain types of salt contain more minerals or different minerals than the others, but usually it is only up to 3% and not more. And so when we talk about the crystal salt, rock salt of white color, of pink color, or no matter what color, it is usually the same amount of natrium chloride, or 97%. And the remaining is magnesium, is some phosphorus, in some manganese sometimes, right? In different combination. The same would be valid for about for the sea salt. And we see also, equally to rock salt, different types of sea salt. And not that it would be perhaps healthier than the other, it's just how they are produced, perhaps, right? And so, for example, Celtic sea salt does contain more minerals usually than the rock salt. And the most delicate sea salt of the highest quality we can buy is the fleur de sal, or fleur de sal in French. And the reason why it is so expensive is because the production way is truly only hand labor. There is no machine, there is only humans that are really involved in this production, as it needs to be collected by hand, truly. The crystals on the seawater create kind of like the salt creates little flowers. And that's why it's called fleur de sal, which really means the flour of salt, and this is because of it. It's the very delicate salt, which is not really fitting for cooking, but really as a finishing salt to our meals. But it still does contain about 97% of natrium chloride, right? And so when we can compare this refined industrially produced table salt, where in comparison to pink salt or other crystal salt or even the sea salt, the quality is different. However, the health point of view and the amount of minerals are pretty much the same, right? And so to talk about some salt being healthier than other is absolutely irrelevant when we put it into the context that from these 3% of minerals, it is such a small amount in the 100 grams. We should be eating about 3 to 5 grams of salt a day. And that already includes the salt which is present in the food we buy, such as breads, such as pastries, cheese, or meat products, salamis and hams. These contain quite a lot of salt. And so we should be using the salt, added salt into our meals really, really mindfully. And so these 2 grams, perhaps, which we do add to the food, does contain such a small amount of minerals that we are talking about micrograms, right? And so to say that some salt is healthier than the others, considering this teeny mini amount, is absolutely irrelevant. And it is only smart marketing that is trying, is making us believe that something is healthier, even if it's not really. However, it doesn't mean that certain types of salt are not of a better quality than the others. And the quality is definitely different. However, one important thing to say and to understand that the better quality doesn't always equal healthier. And it's definitely valid for the salt if we put it into the context. Now, all these kind of natural salts do contain more minerals than the very industrially produced table salt, right? It's no question about it. However, in the context doesn't mean they are healthier, because as I have said, we are talking about micrograms of minerals, which are really not making big difference when we, for example, in the magnesium supposed to be eating 400 milligrams, right? And so we need to educate ourselves and put and learn to set the things into the context that not the quality is better quality doesn't always equal healthier, right? And even if these salts such as pink salt or rock salt or Celtic sea salt or flor de sal are better quality most probably than the table salt, it doesn't really equal that they are healthier if we understand the context and look on the bigger perspective of the things. So if you buy, for example, Celtic sea salt or Himalayan pink salt because you like how it looks like during dining, or perhaps you like the flavor, that is all fine, absolutely no problem with that. But if you buy this salt with the belief that they are healthier than the regular table salt, please be aware that it is not the case. There's only smart marketing of companies that want you to buy their products. That's simple as that, right? Now, the aim of this video is not telling you which salt should you buy or should you not buy, right? It is ultimately always your decision. The aim is to understand the bigger context of the things and to try to learn, think differently, and be very considerate and discerning if somebody is trying to make you believe of some health benefits that they are really not, if we put it into the context, right? So that's all for now, just to clarify this point, because there is so much back and forth about the salt which is healthier and which is not, and in reality there is no such a thing as a healthier salt if we put it into the context albeit that certain types of salt are definitely better quality than the others, right? So that's all for now. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, please consider subscribing and sharing with others. And I'll see you in the next video quite soon. Bye.